hope y'all can find me. I hope I'm on. Man, I had a good decent amount of people too. This is irritating. Nobody logs on. Okay, there's somebody. Am I live? Please tell me. I thought I was live before. And I don't think I was. There's 6 people. So I'm back. Are people there? I don't know what happened. I accidentally hit something while I was trying to do chat. And then it was saying, do you want to reconnect? And I did, and nobody was answering me. I hope people find me. Hi, Hitzel. I got 6 people back. I was doing pretty good, too. I had a pretty decent amount. What? This thing does not want to stay up, I'll tell you. It either wants to fall forward or fall backwards. Pick one. There we go. I'm curious to see how long they'll last. Who's all back, guys? Did y'all find me? That sucks. I don't know why that happened. That's another reason I want another phone that's on AT&T, because that way I wouldn't have any notifications or anything. I could have everything turned off. And I do. I turned off all my notifications and I turned on Do Not Disturb, and I'm still getting icons. And I was trying to move an icon out of the way, and hi, pup, thank goodness. So it was saying I had reconnected. I thought I was live, but nobody was answering me. So the last time this happened was when that guy got arrested, and it was telling me I was live the whole time, and I wasn't until I canceled and reconnected. So I just canceled and started over. I didn't want it lying to me again. Hi, Twyla. Glad to see you. This is my second part 2. I got kicked off. I had a pretty good amount too. I hope they come back, because I know some people are probably doing what I do and just letting it play. So they probably don't know. Hi, Jessica. Thank goodness. I'm glad y'all are back. So, all right, I was talking a little bit about just doing a friends or family video to introduce my channel to my friends and family on Facebook and people. Saul, what's up? I got new people this time. Yeah, this is my part 2. I got kicked off for some reason. Good to see you. So, I wrote down notes I've been going over with the org members inside, for anyone new. This is all about human trafficking. And they can hear me because they're... Let's go over the indicators of human trafficking are living with employer or employees, poor living conditions, multiple people in a cramped space, inability to speak to the individual alone, scripted or rehearsed answers, the employer holding identity documents, i.e. passports, sign of physical abuse, submissive or fearful behavior like closing doors and blinds to the public. The dictionary definition of human trafficking: the unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from work or service. or the crime involves compelling or coercing a person to provide labor or services. The coercion can be subtle or overt, physical or psychological. Legal definition. Forced labor or services include labor or services that are performed or provided by a person and are obtained or maintained through force, fraud, or coercion, or equivalent conduct that would reasonably overbear the will of the person, such as religious doctrine or policies that take away free will. Oh my God. I'm sure they will be back. It takes a few minutes for the space to site refresh link. Okay, good. Oh, I got dizzy. Oh yeah, let me turn it around. I thought I had turned it around, I'm sorry. Yeah, so whenever I can tell they're cracked, I get loud, and I'm closer than I usually am because it's a little bit more overcast today. I may have to hit that inhaler again. Oh wow, I don't want to. My daughter used to have really bad asthma attacks, and she said cold water helps. So I brought this, it stays cold. Oh, newbies, you guys see my setup today. So, you may not know, but about 2 weeks ago, hi! Oh my God, it's you!
We're working on
my protector here.
We're working on a new personality test. We're going to test your personality.
Okay.
Let's work on that.
All right,
I'll see y'all later.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
I should give you my number. Let me know. I think that last guy was the same situation. I'm pretty sure that one. You have a card?
No, I have a pen. I did. Oh, I stuck it in my pocket.
I can move you.
Okay. Here's my number.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I go by Miss Kim, but you can just call me Kim. This is actually my channel.
Okay, do that, please. Good luck.
All right.
All right. I'll text you.
Okay. Cool. If y'all didn't see it, yep, we went over that with some people that stopped, and we had a really good conversation. If you get a chance, go watch my other live. Just fast forward to, there's two people that showed up. They look Muslim. She was dressed, hijab, is that what that's called? And so they asked, my sign says Scientology's a call, ask me why. And they did. Anyway, my setup, because it's about to be, it's been in the hundreds lately. I got this little guy that doesn't want to stay up. Why won't you stay up? Stay. And this on Temu, 20 bucks on sale, $5, so 25 bucks. They're rechargeable. This one takes water, which will be awesome for when it feels so good. I feel so good right now. Now I just want to show y'all. And then I've just been putting my sign right there because it's just too hard to hold. I have bad shoulders. But my husband is still trying to complete my new sign that I don't have. It's on a tripod and it'll be taller than me so that they can see it over the... Yeah, I got Fantech. That's right. I didn't think about that. So, yeah, I decided to hit the human trafficking thing today because when I read it, it surprised me so much that they tick every single box. I'll read them to you again. So it says the signs of the indications of human trafficking are living with employer, poor living conditions, multiple people in a cramped space, inability to speak to the individual alone, scripted or rehearsed answers, the employer holding identity documents, i.e. passport, signs of physical abuse, submissive or fearful behavior, i.e. closing doors and blinds. And that's what I read. Yeah, I need notes when it's something new. I mean, I can remember people's stories and stuff. Hello, sptvfoundation.org. They're ex-members just like you. Oh, good. 17 people found me. Thank gosh. I'm glad I redid it because it lies to me and tells me I'm live and I'm not. I'm also looking at getting some umbrella tech. I don't want to have to be stuck under this tree. I want to stand down there on the corner by those trash cans because they go in the side door. The only people coming through this door are people that don't want to use that door or the elderly, as you notice, like people with canes or scooters or such or wheelchairs because there's stairs involved. So my hands get sticky. Don't worry, I have 3 bottles of water with me and 1 in the car. That's better. Oh, I missed somebody. Whoops. Let them know so they know they are being trafficked. That's the whole point. Because they don't know. Oh, good. The door's cracked really good. Hold on. Indications of human trafficking. Where'd they go? Living with employer or other employees, poor living conditions, multiple people in a cramped space, inability to speak to the individual alone, scripted or rehearsed answers, the employer holding identity documents, i.e. passport. If you haven't met any foreigners in Scientology, they take their passports. Signs of physical abuse, submissive or fearful behavior, i.e. closing doors and blinds. Because Scientology tech is supposed to bridge communications. So why can't you talk to people? Gotta take a break, guys. I have to hit that inhaler again. These fans are awesome. It's not as humid today or as hot as it has been. I wanted to come yesterday. It was going to be in 89 degrees. Of course, you got to add heat index. But it's been averaging the 90s. A couple days ago, it was 107 heat index. My house air conditioner can't even deal with that. I have to sit right in front of a fan that's right in front of the air conditioner. So I was glad to get out on a day that wasn't horribly hot. sptvfoundation.org, hun. They'll help you. Okay, that was Silver Vest. I believe Aaron said Silver Vest was possibly Sea Org, or they were some sort of supervisor. See, that's not, I haven't heard it enough, so I can't remember. So gold and Silver Vest means something different. I'll have to go back and write that down. Once I can't remember jargon. I can remember people's stories. And that's why I didn't bring my long notebook. That day that I had a lot to talk about when Mike Rinder and all that shot off, I had 3 pages of notes because I wanted to get it all right, talking about, yeah, they were relevant at one time because I did a super chat where I said that they were kind of obsolete and SPTV has moved on without them. I said the movement has moved on without them. He said no, they are relevant. And maybe they are to a small group of people. And they still have the Aftermath Foundation. But the work that they did is over. The work that they were doing is, I mean, if you think about it, everything Mike Rinder did made him money. He wrote a book and he produced a TV show, which he's still getting royalties on. That's why I won't go watch it. I won't go watch it for money. Until it's free, I'm not going to watch it. And I don't think I need to. Next, I need to bring a stool. Because it's just evolved. It's evolved. We don't need people to write books anymore. We don't need people to do TV shows anymore. We have YouTube. We have people like me that have just enough money to get here and stand here and spend the day here, and I don't need a production company. Just taking a break, you guys. Oh. All right. Did a lot of time. I'm getting a little dizzy. And children cannot consent. Children auditing adults is illegal in every country in the world. It is not legal, let alone right.
All of these codes, they have all the backup plans ready and everything.
Auditing children is child abuse. Yeah, when I get my signs done, I'm doing Velcro on my sign so that I can, and I'm having my signs laminated, my poster board, so that I can change my signs out periodically. Because it's really hard to fit everything on one sign. It gets garbled and you have to get real close to read it. So I'm going to change signs out, like every time I'm here, I'm going to have a different sign. But one side is permanent, and that'll be the SPTV Foundation. Because my old core sign has had it. I'm gonna fix it up and give it to Hitzel, because she just holds poster board, which is really all you need. That's how I started. I literally walked, so I have it on a piece of wood. But when that guy attacked me, I banged the crap out of it with my cane, letting him know I was... You know why he didn't get to me, too, by the way? I've watched it and thought about it a little bit harder and looked at it from a different point of view. The way... So, I was... When that guy... I don't want to say attacked, because it wasn't physical, but I think it would have gotten physical. So, I was leaning on the back of the bench. I had my wagon in front, the tree, and my tripod. So you could only get to me from one direction. And because I'm leaning on the bench, I can see that direction. He came from over there, grabbed my sign, and threw it on the ground, which made me come out of my barrier. And I didn't think about it at the time. But he didn't expect me to get this out. Yep, door's still broken. And I had it out. I was ready to bong him on the head if he come any, because he was getting closer and closer. If you saw Colin earlier, if you haven't seen my video, I did edit it to just the altercation. If Colin hadn't come up and got between, he kind of circled around behind me, and I was watching him in my camera behind me, and Colin came up and leaned on the bench with me because he saw what was going on. And I've seen Colin here a lot, so he's a pretty cool dude. he got between me and that guy. I think that guy was circling around. I think he was going to get physical with me. Because, and one of the reasons I didn't call 911 is because I had to go off my live to do it. That's why I want a separate phone. Well, I have, and you know, I forgot it. Whoops. I have another phone that I was trying to Bluetooth hotspot to my phone. It didn't quite work out that day. But if it had been charged, I could have called 911 on a non-working phone. Anyway, Colin ended up staying between me and him. So the guy ended up going into traffic and stopping traffic, and he was on something. Ended up across the street, took 3 cops to get cuffs on him, 3 cop cars. Yeah, I know. Let's see. The legal definition of human trafficking is forced labor or services that are performed or provided by a person and are obtained or maintained through force, fraud, or coercion, or equivalent conduct that would reasonably overbear the will of the person, i.e. religious doctrine or policies that take away free will. Free will is the voluntary choice or decision, freedom of humans to make choices that are not determined by prior causes, divine intervention, or another's rules, policies, or group pressure or peer pressure. Y'all don't have free will in there. Yeah, if they're not careful, they won't get their electricity bill paid and they won't have AC. And in Texas, that's a death sentence. In July, in June. So things I wanted to talk about, I got cut off when my live disappeared. Just stuff that's been going on. This crap. So I'm curious and I know this is what's going to be brought up if there's a hearing. DOA was arrested for interfering with a religious service with a bullhorn, but he was across the street at La Poubelle. La Poubelle and other places play loud music. He needs to do it. He needs to get a decibel level and check the decibel on that music, because I think he's got a fight there on that second one especially. I don't think they're going to show up. I don't think they really care. I think they just want to get people arrested, just like they didn't show up for Nance. They quoted a family emergency at Nance's hearing. Really? No. They wouldn't let him get off work. They sent the lawyer, because you can't even get out of Scientology for a funeral most of the time. He just got one today. What did he get today? I missed it. A hearing, or he got arrested again? Anything? Nope. Yeah, I was watching I'm gonna find out, but I'm pretty sure we can't put up flyers around here. I never see a flyer on any pole. I think it's illegal, because Austin is all about decibel reader. Awesome. I want to get one, but I'm very, when I shop, I always look at reviews. The really good reviewed ones are expensive. So I haven't bothered yet, because I don't care. Whoa. I don't care about, hey, Elron, what's up? I'm just yelling about human trafficking. Make myself dizzy. It's hot. Oh, I'm dizzy. Alright guys, we're moving. I'm moving the camera. Don't look if you get sick. Okay. I can lean. I'm getting dizzy. Oh, look how gapped their door is. I can't tell when I'm right in front. Oh. Fan's falling. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get these set up. There we go. Oh, it closed up. How do I get it to lock? It looks like it's supposed to lock. I'll figure it out later. Oh, that's what it was. I was using my cane to hold it up. Alright, let's do that. Stay. Alright. I am. Oh, I'm good. It's I used my inhaler. It's like taking speed. Where's my cold water? I have regular water and then I have cold water. Oh, this is cold. So, you just got here, so I'll show you what I got. I went on Temu last week. I got this. This is awesome. It's powerful. And you can put water in it, and it hangs. And I got this fan. They're both rechargeable. This is on sale for 20 bucks. And it works great. Feels great. So I'm good on air. I got my inhaler. I probably used my inhaler too many times. It's just I'm talking too much. And I'm being forceful. Too close. I'm getting different glasses, y'all, so you don't have to look up my nose. So when I got these, I liked them because everything I do is looking down. My crafts, reading, whatever. And I've never had bifocals before, so I liked having the big open area and knowing where. But to look at the chat, you gotta look up my nose. So I have an appointment next month. And I'm gonna get, my readers used to be rectangle and much smaller. So when I'm protesting or I'm on the camera, I'm gonna have because you get 2 pair. I can get as many as I want, and up to a certain amount. I'm getting these redone. I'm keeping these frames. They're Michael Kors. I could never afford them. They were on sale, and they're still in good shape after 3 years. Yes, I should have got new glasses by now, but we're horrible about stuff like that. I finally made us appointments. So my husband, he needs new ones. Mine still feels okay. So I came over here to lean. There's a guy down there putting his vest on. I did not see him come out. He must have got by me when I wasn't looking. Oh, he's just coming on duty. Anyway, I've been looking on, Temu's not any cheaper on coolers. I would love to get one that's electric, because that'd be nice to have when we're camping or going on a trip. Yeah, my inhaler made me really super shaky. I think that's what the problem is. That's why I got a little dizzy. I really put off usually taking my inhaler until I absolutely have to, because it makes me so jittery and shaky. I hate it. I hate the feeling, but I hate not breathing more. So my hands are all sticky. But heat-wise, I'm actually feeling okay. With these fans, I'm not feeling it. It's just the humidity. Texas, now maybe in Austin, because it's more green and hill country, they might have higher humidity than I live 75 miles north, where it gets a little bit flatter and drier. So our humidity, because I'm from up north. I grew up in 80% humidity in summer, but that was, let's see, I left in 1990. Well, technically it's just the 30 years I've been here, because I was in California for 3 years. Somebody was on here, Simply Set, am I right? I don't think they're back yet. They were from Santa Cruz, and I was like, oh my gosh, Santa Cruz. We were like 30 minutes or less from Santa Cruz. That was nice. Susan, what's up? Yeah, we definitely stalk each other. We're in all the same chats. It's cool. Now that I don't talk about my stuff for sympathy. You know, I talk about my medical history just to show you why I'm here and how I was able to binge watch how I was. And somebody, Mona mentioned, I can't remember if it was just post show or it was on the live of the chatathon, but she said, you know, there are a lot of people that are in the chats that are watching our channels that are disabled. And it's true, because I was disabled. And I would not, if I had not been disabled, I would have never found SBTV. And if I had, I would have never been able to come do this. Oh, I'm talking so much better now. I think my inhaler's finally worked. SBTVfoundation.org. They would love to see you and talk to you. Give them a call. They're great people. They're ex-members just like you, and they know what you're going through. They've had to escape themselves, and they're there to help. They just did a fundraiser just so they could help more people. Oh, that's another thing. I need to talk to the chatathon people. I think the reason they didn't reach their goal is the time of month that they did it. I wasn't able to donate. I will on the 1st, because my husband's retired military. He's retired. He gets disability. I don't, because he makes a little bit too much money. Other people are probably in a similar situation. We all get paid when? The 1st of the month, or the last day of the month, whichever. So I think the reason they didn't do as well as they did, because they did it too close to the end of the month. I think they could have got the whole 10,000 if they would have done it the first week of the month, and people knew it was coming and could save. I'm gonna go on. I think we get paid the 31st, 30th, whatever is the last day. And if they have a reoccurring donation, I'm just gonna do that. So I felt really bad about that, but things just get tight. It was donate or come here. But, well, that was the choice at the time, but someone gave me a Cash App, which helped me get here, and I'm so appreciative of it. I was like, oh my gosh, because I don't know if I would have made it today. And I can't get upset about it, because my husband is funding everything. We've been together since high school, so what's ours is ours. There's been times where, you know, I bought the I helped buy the property we're on with my mom's life insurance. So, you know, I've given too to the family. He doesn't look at it like that, but driving to Austin 150 miles round trip in a V8 truck and parking 3 days a week was not in our budget. It will be. That's the only reason. Oh, I'm sorry, I had the wrong person. Queen T Suki Meow. Yeah, I was talking about you a minute ago. Because I was talking about how I left home in 1990 and how the humidity here, but I was used to high humidity. And then I was in California for 3 years. I got there 2 days before the '89 quake to try to get an apartment for us. My husband, being a private in the Army, living in the barracks, didn't look at housing prices. I get there, we're staying with a couple in a one-bedroom apartment, so we were sleeping on the living room floor. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They're all at work, and I'm by myself in Salinas, which is close. The epicenter was actually wasn't it near Santa Cruz? Wasn't that the epicenter of the '89 quake, or near there? Because we were closer to the epicenter than San Francisco was, but San Francisco got more damage because of the way it was built on the sandbar, so it got more shaking. 2 weeks later, I turned around and went back home because I found out we couldn't afford to live in California on a private's pay, even getting their BAH that they give you. PETA! Yeah, I got my inhaler, and I'm going to show you. I got to show everybody because it's cool. So, I went on Temu right after that, and I got this fan, which is powerful. It's got 3 settings. You can put water in it, but I didn't want to be wet today. And I got this rechargeable fan for $20, and they're both great, and they work. I do like Temu. You know, I'm too close to this camera. I can read from farther away. It's just, I'm always too close to the camera. Santa Cruz was devastated. Yeah, it was. Where's Gilroy? It was either Gilroy or the other one up there. But no, I'm pretty sure Santa Cruz was the epicenter, because we were 30 minutes. Fort Ord was 30 minutes. I don't know how many miles from Santa Cruz. Anyway, I felt it. He said the cement. He was in the motor pool, and the ground, the asphalt or cement ground was doing this. That's the earthquake. If you don't all know, when the highway collapsed in Oakland. I think it was Oakland. And so I'm in a second floor apartment. I don't know what to do. The only reason I knew it happened, the TV went off and the lamp bounced off the table. I went out on the balcony of a second floor apartment, and it's swaying. The phone wasn't working, so I walked down to the corner 3 times trying to get to the payphone. There was no, we didn't have cell phones back then. Well, I called my mom. Now it's 3 hours later so it was 5 o'clock there. It was 8 o'clock where my mom was, and there was a show back then, this is 1989, called 911. And I think they've rebooted it lately. I think William Shatner's doing it, I'm not sure. Anyway, they broke in and said there's been an earthquake in, Central California, blah, 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 blah. Mom thought it was part of the program, the TV show, and didn't realize what was really going on at first. So I finally get through to her after a while. And first thing she said, "Ready to come home?" Yeah, Susan. Yeah, the San Andreas Fault. Yeah, because you know what I did a few years ago? I didn't want to stay in Texas. It's too hot. It's too hot for me. I had heat exhaustion in basic training in '86, and once you have it, I had it 3 times. You're susceptible. So for 30 years, I've spent all summer inside. I don't do anything, and I grew up canoeing and camping and all that stuff, and it's been hard. I think it's really had a toll on my physical and mental health. I said, you know, if we'd have lived anywhere else, I'd probably be a happier person. But my husband weighed 117 pounds when he went in the Army and didn't want to go anywhere cold or he would die. So we stayed. Totally enjoyed the earthquake until I turned on the news and heard all the devastation. I felt, yeah, I know. Yeah, I was like, maybe I should go. I didn't know what to do. I just guessed. And so I just went outside.
Are you doing that?
And just got away from the buildings because that's what everybody else was doing. Can you add to the description later? Oh, absolutely. Now, it was on sale, so I don't know if it's going out of stock because I think the reason it was on sale is it's an HDMI hookup and not a C. The little one's a C. Well, I'll definitely do it. I had to, my live went off. Still don't know why. I hit something. So I had to come back and I didn't get to fill in anything. I just came back live. So there's no description or thumbnail or anything. I grabbed onto the palm tree and it swung me back and forth till it threw me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I said, the lamp went do off the end of the table. And I was like, something's going on here. We didn't have electricity for a few days. And then we finally thought the aftershocks and stuff, everything was okay. And I said, you know, we were staying with a couple in a one-bedroom apartment because my husband lived in the barracks at the time. Because we got married after he went active duty. And I didn't know that they would, pay for my travel. They did pay to move our stuff, but I didn't know they'd pay for my travel, that they'd pay for somewhere for us. I didn't know any of that stuff. We did it all ourselves. Anyway, what was I getting at? I don't remember. Oh, Queen. So my husband and I have been together since high school. It's easy to say that, but I did have boyfriends before him in high school. We dated like most of my junior year and all of my senior year, but we broke up when I graduated because I was going into Army training and he had another year of high school. So I thought I was big shit and we broke up. So I had we were on and off for the next couple years till we were 20. So the reason I bring that up, there was a guy, his parents were Jehovah's Witness, and I sat with them and we did study a couple, 2-3 times, but I was just like, nah. Plus, you know, so yeah, so I know a little bit about it. But yeah, I will definitely put them on there because especially if Temu, get rid of AliExpress if you have it. Because number one, when AliExpress charges you shipping for every item, sometimes your shipping is more than the items you bought. Temu doesn't. Most of the time I get free shipping. It doesn't take 2 months for stuff to get here. And if they promise you your stuff will be at your house at a certain day, if it's not, they give you a refund and you don't even have to ask. I've been refunded twice. And a lot of times they have this spinner. So get rid of AliExpress, go to Temu. And I bought quite a few things from Temu. I don't usually buy electronics, but I was like $5, $20, what can go, you know. And usually if they get there and it doesn't work and you put in a return, they'll just refund you. It's going to cost them more to ship it back than it would just to refund you. Hi, Ruth. From Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. I'm international. Yeah, it's been an unusually bad season. Usually our rainy tornado season is over by now. It's been weird. Matter of fact, last week, my son told me, I think it was last week. I think it was one of the days I couldn't come. He says I got hail, and when I looked on the radar, we're like 80 degrees. He lives 30 miles away. He was 65 degrees. Well, we didn't get the hail. It went kind of around us, hit the town 30 miles to the east of me, and it was a tornado, and it tore the place apart. There was a guy in a vehicle that got flipped over. And I think it's because my house is, it's hilly, and we've been lucky for 30 years. The tornadoes have always gone around us. They've been close, but they've always gone around us. But that wind and that hail, and then the wind yesterday morning, I thought the house was gonna fly away. And then the wind was gone, and it was sunny all day, and it was fine. But it was too late for me to come. Yeah, Temple, Texas. Oh, hey, Mama. Yeah, Temple. I live near the base in Killeen, near Killeen, and my son lives near Kempner. So he got hail. It went around us. We just got horrible rain and wind. We got 80. They were having 80-mile-an-hour gusts. It hit Temple, so it was like a 60-mile difference, and tore it up. So we got lucky yet again. Oh, Wales. Awesome. Yeah, I did my DNA. Very shocked to find out I'm like 40% Scottish. I knew I was English and Irish, hoping for Wales. Not Wales. And I always knew I'm the minority in my family because my husband's Native American, and so that makes my kids that too. Fort Hood, yeah. My husband spent 17 years at Fort Hood, retired in 2010, and we stayed. But I could totally not have stayed. So, I remember what I was getting into about the earthquakes. So, Fort Cavazos now. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. For me, for 29 years, it was Fort Hood. Now, and my grandfather, well, step-grandfather, was stationed at Camp Hood. It was either World War II or before that. I know, Mama, it is too hot. And you're hotter than I am and more humid. But it's been ridiculous in my area this year. So anyway, what I was getting at is I did a study. I am a researcher. That's why I binge watched the way I did, and I can remember all the stuff that I watched because I'm a researcher. And I literally sat down and researched all parts of the United States, the weather, how cold places got, how warm places got. Then when I decided I liked Eugene.
Why is Scientology cool?
Because they don't let their members leave.
Why not?
Because the Sea Org organization.
The what?
The Sea Org. It's like a military wing of them. They're in uniform in here sometimes. They sign a billion-year contract because they believe they live multiple lives, and they're not allowed to leave, ever. They're not allowed to have children. They can get married to somebody in the church, but
I know Scientologists with children.
Well, I'm talking about the Sea Org. There's different levels. You have Sea Org.
Someone in that.
They're the slave labor. Well, then they're not in Sea Org anymore. Once you get pregnant, you're not in Sea Org anymore.
Are you in Scientology?
Nope. Never have been. But I have binge watched people who have been in. It's called SBTV. These people right here were all put in as children. And they got out and they're talking about their stories and the abuse. What brought me here was the child abuse.
Gotcha.
Because they believe they've lived multiple lives. They don't treat their children like children. They're like, well, you were 80 years old your last life. So they start putting them, indoctrinate them as early as 6 years old, take them out of school around age 12, and put them in here to work for about 100 hours a week. Sea Org makes $47 a week after taxes. Staff makes $200 a week. Now that's if they make money. If they don't make money, they don't get paid.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
day.
stopping. You too. Where'd my water go? Yeah, not going to be out here too much longer. What time is it? Now, we are supposed to have storms today. So I looked, yesterday I looked. We're supposed to have severe scattered thunderstorms at 4 o'clock, which is usually about when I leave. But when I looked this morning, and that's only up here, not near me. I think my area, it didn't say anything during the day. But Austin's supposed to, but it had moved to like 6 or 7 o'clock. I know. I don't think you like my answers. I know people in Sea York with kids. No, you don't. They're probably staff. Now, they can be in Sea York and give their children up to somebody else. We know parents that have done that. That may be what he means. All right, time to do my job, what I'm here for. All right. You got earbuds in, you might want to turn them down. Signs of human trafficking. Oh, she closed the door. Thanks, so hear me. Living with employer and other employees, poor living conditions, multiple people in a cramped space, inability to speak to the individual alone, scripted or rehearsed answers, the employer holding identity documents, i.e. passports, signs of physical abuse, submissive or fearful behavior, i.e. closing doors and blinds. Up. Nobody else needs to see that. Really? PETA. I didn't. Well, remember, we know he stole from all other religions, so he's probably a lot. Queen. Oh. I thought about doing that, but to be honest, we have a very small animal shelter where I'm at, and I think they have a lot of volunteers. But that sounds like super fun, especially, oh God, I wish I was in, I would have moved back to California if it hadn't been so expensive. Thanks, PETA. I can't do more than that at a time right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it gets hotter. I'm hoping, because I never tried before, I'm hoping after a little bit of time I'm gonna get used to it. But if I have to sit on this bench to do it or bring a chair, I will. Matter of fact, I might have to do that, because when I lean, I feel a little bit better. I did look at those, PETA. I did look at those, but I thought about it and I was like, but the vest itself is made of a material that feels like it would make me hot. So I do sew. So I had thought about maybe making something that maybe just hangs over my shoulders and holds cooling packs, because all they do is hold these reusable cooling packs. So I could buy those or make my own even. But I'm definitely looking at getting a small, we used to have a small cooler. Matter of fact, I'd had it since high school. I don't know what happened to it. It was one of those 6-pack coolers. So I can, because my bottles of water, ones that I buy down the street, get warm. I'm going to start leaving about that much in there and maybe freezing it. Because I have one metal bottle, it stays cold because it's in an insulator. So I think I'm just going to get a small cooler with ice. I have an ice maker at home. Or ice packs. Because having an asthma attack, my daughter had them before I did. When I had my bad one, I was in my 30s before I had a bad one. She told me, sit down, be still, drink cold water. And I looked and I go, this is what it feels like every time you have one? I did not know. I did not know. It's like an elephant sitting on your chest. But mine aren't, the one I had the last time I was on wasn't that bad. I haven't had, that's the worst one I've ever had, and I still didn't have to go to the hospital. I used my inhaler and I sat there for about 30 minutes along the way. Like, it's pretty much gone now. My lungs feel fine. But the jitteriness from the inhaler hasn't. Ooh, that water's warmed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a cooler. I don't want a soft side cooler. I want a hard one. And every one when I look on Amazon, they're all soft. I found one hard side. I'm probably gonna order it. Or check Walmart, because I get my groceries delivered from Walmart. Let's see. Good idea. I just got an idea. The fabric store and buy the raincoat. Oh, yeah. That would be good on the underside against me so I wouldn't get wet. That would be awesome. Oh, yeah, we got a Goodwill pretty close by, too. I have a lot of fabric, but I don't have raincoat fabric. You know what's funny is I need to buy some for my chairs because it's an antique dining room table, and when my grandmother first had... my fan died. Oh, no, it didn't. It just went off. Why did it go off? Weird. The little one went off. Now, I have them both on high on purpose. I want to see how long they're going to last because they said, you know, a bunch of hours on one and a bunch of hours on two and a little bit of hours on three. So it's been about 2 hours and they're still going. They're new. I just got them. I like my fan. It is great. It really is working. The big ones on my torso, it really is hot. I'm not really that hot. It's just the humidity with my breathing. So, I mean, I'm actually not even, look. Like, I'm not even sweating. I'm not even sweating at all. No sweat. Maybe a little bit in places I don't want to talk about, but for the most part, I'm not sweating. It's just the humidity level. If the humidity was gone, I would be fine. Oh, for the hard cooler. Oh, that's a good idea. That is a really good idea. Really good idea. Let me think about it. Because the cheapest one they have on Amazon isn't small enough. I can put it in my wagon and it would work. I want one just big enough to hold maybe 3 bottles of water, and that's it. Because I have the bigger coolers from when we go camping and stuff. Oh, man. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put a back patch on this morning, too. It does help with my lower back pain a little bit. I forgot. I got all out of whack being gone for almost 2 weeks. Let's see. When was the last time I was here? Friday before last, I think. Maybe before that. It feels forever. Oh, no. I take albuterol. Is that a steroid? I didn't realize that was a steroid. Duh, I guess it is. Yeah, it makes me so jittery. I hate it. When it's like normal day, if it's just a little bit hard to breathe, I won't take it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I hated taking it when I was at work. So my inhalers go bad before I ever use them up. That's why I didn't have any. It's been so long since I needed one. And usually, I start needing them in March. That was kind of okay this year. I was inside of it. Maybe because I was coming out. You would think. I don't know why. But normally, I usually have problems in come March. But yeah, I will check my thrift stores. That's smart. If I have to, if I don't get one before next time I come out, I'll just get, oh God, I just got dizzy again. Stupid inhaler. Oh, hi, I got a little friend. Look. Look. I got a little friend. Hello. Hi, Mr. Pigeon. Oops, sorry. What are you doing? What are you doing, little pigeon? Bye. Just taking a walk. Now, one of my reasons I'm jealous about everyone else, and oh, there's an, oh, he's got a friend. I've never seen pigeons here before. Now, I know they hang out at the pizza place because I got bird poop on my backpack one day when I was setting up, and there's bird poop all over the floor. But there's no bird poop in these trees, and I don't know, maybe because they're smaller, or what, maybe it's the kind of trees they are, but there's no bird poop under these trees. It's weird. I just thought of that. Look. I don't know if it's because they're smaller, or I don't know if they keep the sidewalk clean. I don't know, but down there where I get started, I'll show you guys another time. There's bird poop everywhere. It's a big tree too. All right, I gotta do this one more time. Whew. Oh, my little fan stopped again. I think it's getting tired. So. I think my little fan is dying because it's getting tired. It's not as powerful, so I put it on one. The little fan's helping me more than the big, well, I think they're both working really good. Because there is no breeze today at all. Alright, I'm about to be loud. I like to warn people because I use earbuds from time to time. Let's see, what do all my notes say? I have a lot of notes on human trafficking, and I was just amazed at I'm going to start at the beginning. Whew. All right, one more time before I leave. Human trafficking, also known as trafficking in persons, is a crime that involves using force, fraud, or coercion to exploit and profit from people for labor, commercial acts, or services. I left the S out. Against their will. Coercion can be physical or psychological, subtle or overt, and traffickers often use violence, fake job opportunities, and fraudulent promises not kept. Taking a passport away is false imprisonment. Not allowing to leave whenever one wants to. Now the trucks decide to go by and the bus at the same time. Of course. Ways traffickers control victims include economic abuse, not being paid a living wage, debt, saying that you'll have a freeloader debt if you leave, which is a lie because they can't collect a religious services debt. Where am I? The belief the pay is better than elsewhere, that you won't get a living wage outside of your church or the Sea Org or staff. Violence and fear. Indicators of human trafficking, which Scientology checks all boxes. Ooh, I got a breeze. Nice. Nope. Yep, there's a breeze. Indicators of human trafficking. living with employer or employees, poor living conditions, multiple people in a cramped space, inability to speak to the individual alone, scripted or rehearsed answers, the employer holding identity documents, i.e. passport, that is illegal, signs of physical abuse, submissive or fearful behavior like closing doors and blinds because someone has a camera. That's not normal behavior for any organization. There is no other organization or church that closes their doors and blinds just because someone is filming. The unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from work or service. Okay, I'm getting busy. Oh, I gotta stop. Coercion can be subtle. So I'm gonna get that part out. Oh, thanks, PETA. I was okay as long as I was at home in the air conditioning. And I sat right in front of the air conditioner this whole week. Thanks, PETA. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I forgot I'd already had almost an hour live. I've got a little over an hour this time. I'll try to go in when I get to the truck and change things around because I just had to go live again real quick. I got kicked off. I thought I was live when that guy was getting arrested last time I was here. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. For sure. No joke when I get home. He has a cooling cloth too that he used in the army. I might steal it. I was gonna say something, I forgot. Something about sitting in front of the air conditioner. Oh, like I said, if I have to, I'll just get one of our bigger coolers and bring it, or we have a soft-sided cooler in the shed somewhere for all our camping gear. It's just hard to get to. Our shed's a mess. Mine got torn to shreds, but towards the end, that military cooling cloth did not work for me. I think his might be one he got on his own. Yeah. Well, my little one died. It'll turn back on for a little while when I hit the button. I'm gonna let it be. My big one's still going. So it's gone over 2 hours, and that's all I really need from it. So, whew, I am dizzy. I'm gonna try to get out one more time. Tomorrow I'm going with my son. I went to Houston last time. This time we're going to Dallas. He's trying to decide which school he's wanting to go to for this particular field he wants to go into. I want him to go to the one in Waco, which is so much closer, but they don't start until September, and Dummy already quit his job. He's been living on his savings, and so he's got to find a school that starts sooner. He's using up the rest of his GI Bill that he got when he was in the Navy. Don't give your money to the rich. Go stop by one of the thrift shops like Goodwill. Yeah, you're right. Well, that's why I got the Dianetics book on eBay used. I didn't want to give them any money because I thought about going up to them when they had their table open and buying a book just to freak them out. See if they'd sell me one. I'd be scared to go to Waco for anything. Really? My husband works in Waco now. He likes it way better than Austin. North Austin was scary. He worked at in a bad neighborhood. He had to wear a bulletproof vest. He said in Waco, even the homeless people are nicer. So right about the time COVID hit and they defunded the Austin police and they wouldn't come out for him anymore because that was his only backup, he was like, this, what do you call it, contract opened up in Waco. That's okay, I know what you mean. I get it. Oh, me too. My new phone that I'm recording on is narrower than my old phone. So the keyboard is narrower, and I'm constantly hitting O for I all the time, constantly making typos, constantly. I freaking hate it. And there's no way to make it any bigger. And I can't type in landscape mode. I just can't do it. I'm just trying to get the gumption up to go home. I'm leaning. I don't want to move. My fan's still going. Oh, I gotta put all this crap away when I get to the car. Oh, by the way, so the last live that I did when I was sitting on the bench because I was having my asthma attack, there was a guy sitting across from me because the two benches face each other, and he was making noise and acting a fool. He looked homeless, laying down on the bench. He was smoking, which almost made me leave, but thank God the wind was going the right direction because I can't do smoke. So I go, and I usually, when I'm going to my car, I look around. I kind of sometimes go a different direction, whatever, because I don't, they may have already gotten my license plate. I don't know. I don't really, if they do, I don't really care that much. But until I think they do, I'm going to keep doing what I do. So I don't think I was. And I put my stuff in the car, and as I'm getting in the car, he's walking past me. I don't know if he's been standing there. I don't know if he followed me. I just thought it was kind of weird. And I tried to film him, and my stupid camera was hot. And right as I got him on camera, it quit because my phone was hot. I swear, I couldn't. They told me I was live when I thought I was filming that guy's arrest. Lied to me. That's why this time I just quit the live and came back because I couldn't tell if it was lying to me or not. And I think it was. So, all right, y'all, I'm gonna go. Anyway, what I was gonna say, I've been doing the Dianetics reading Sundays at 3. I'm gonna do a little bit of errantology at the beginning this Sunday. And I hope to be out at least one more time. Let's see, this is Wednesday. Oh, I gotta go to Dallas tomorrow. So Friday or Saturday. Oh my gosh, with school out, I did not realize how much Austin traffic is these students. Traffic now is so easy. I'm getting here so fast. It's ridiculous. I mean, I still have slowdowns, but not like before. So I know when classes start up again in the summer, I know they are soon. I'm going to find out the date. I want to go on campus. I'm not going to bring all my stuff. I'm just going to bring my gimbal, and I want to walk around towards and see if they're trying to give out stuff to the students, because I heard that they are. I don't know if they're setting up tables, but I think they're walking around giving out stuff. So, like I said, I try not to announce exactly until like the day before, but like I said, I really don't care if they know or not. Oh, something funny though. I have a spare. I have. Yes. No, he doesn't wear one. He should. But he's surrounded by, like, where he works, there's like half his night is spent watching the cameras. They have like 100 cameras. And he has to, at night, he has to patrol all the properties these people own. So half night he's watching all the cameras, and half the night he's patrolling. And he's always on a camera. So he kind of doesn't need it. When he parks at every location, he knows he's always in front of the cameras. But I bought off-market, like a GoPro wannabe camera like a year or two ago, because I wanted to start doing tours of Fort Hood and the area for people moving in. I was going to start a channel doing that because people want to see. Sometimes they rent and buy houses with sight unseen. I could never do that, but it's just some people do, and it's easier. And they don't know what neighborhood they're in. And there's some bad neighborhoods in our area now, and you got to be careful. Like in one town, if you're north of the highway, if you look at Fort Hood, you'll see that I still call it 190, but they just changed it to 14. If you see, so the north of the highway is the older part of town. That's where you get more of the violence because it's poorer. The south side of town of the highway gets more of the burglaries and thefts and things. And I bought my house north of the highway because when I bought it, there was nothing south of the highway. Nothing existed there. There was nothing there in 1993. Nothing. So, but for the most part, our neighborhood's pretty good. So anyway, I try not to give too many things about my neighborhood because I don't really want them to know where I live. Because if they want to follow me home, they got at least an hour and a half drive. Liz Ferris. Connected her phone to it. I can't do that. I looked at it it was cheap. It was like $69. It doesn't look very good. But what I had thought about doing is I bought a whole kit. It was only 20 bucks with all these different straps. I'm going to turn around because I'm talking with my hands. So it has all these straps. Like I've seen her, she was here. She was wearing it on her chest. So I was thinking about just doing that because I have 2 batteries, I have 2 SD cards for it. I was all ready to go. And then I started doing this and found out my phone works better. So if I do start to do those chores, I'm going to do it with my phone. So I thought about wearing it because of what happened last time with having to call 911, kicking me off my live, not being able to film the arrest. And what I was getting at, Colin that was here earlier, I hugged that man. That man saved me. Because if he hadn't have stood right here between me and that guy was getting aggressive. He was working up to something. And I watched it again. And he had circled around behind me. And I was watching him like this. He was right back here. And then he started to go down the street. Well, and I hadn't called 911. Colin said, call 911 now. I was like, he lives around here, so I was like, okay, gotcha. So I called, and when I did, what you guys didn't see on camera, that's the thing about being at a light. He started walking down that way and going. I think the only reason the cops were so fast wasn't for me, because he started going in other businesses and coming out, and then he ended up calling. Was standing between the coffee shop and me. The guy tried to come back and he saw Colin and he decided to go that way and got in the middle of traffic and started stopping traffic. When I'm on 911 saying he's in the middle of the street stopping traffic, they're going to get here quick. So that guy, I owe him a beer. He took my phone number. He said he was going to text me. Next time I'm out here afterwards, we're going to go have a beer. Because I think he really did protect me. I think he really did stop something that could have got worse. Yeah, crazy guy. So I'm thinking seriously about setting up that GoPro. I don't know what to call it. I don't even remember what brand it was. It's an off brand. I couldn't afford a GoPro. Either on my head there's a hat strap. I don't know if I want to do the chest strap with it being so hot. But if I had the chest strap, it would show everything in front of me. The hat could get knocked off. I could also attach it to my wagon, but then it's not with me. So, yeah, I'm seriously thinking about wearing it like Liz does. Just as a secondary recording in case something like that happens again. Because I honestly thought nothing like that was going to happen to me. I didn't think they cared about me. And I still thought it was just a crazy guy, but my husband watched it with his security eyeballs. And he said, no, that was targeted. He said, he targeted you. And I'm the one that noticed right away when I watched it. I had myself in a barrier all the way around. The guy tried to get close, but my stuff was in the way. So when I got my cane out, I still had my tripod, my wagon, and the tree and the bench in front of me. So for him to get at me, he was gonna have to knock something out. And I would have known he was coming. And so he comes up, he grabs that sign, he throws it on the ground. What did I do? I came out, but I don't think he expected me to be the way I was. I grabbed that sign and I knew it was like dealing with a rabid dog. I dealt with a dog once that wanted to eat my face for real. But I had a 4-year-old girl behind me. And he had his 2 buddies with him. He was a neighborhood dog that we had problems with at the time. And he was a wonderful puppy. These assholes turned him into a junkyard dog. And I knew I had to be aggressive back and not show fear. And that's kind of what I did. And I don't think he expected it. I'm like, dude, I was in the Army at 17. Please. I'm like, I was crawling around in the sand at 17 when everybody else was having fun between their junior and senior year. And I missed all of my graduation stuff because I wanted to go to the field with my reserve unit. And I got back 2 days, the day before graduation, and I had to take my exams. I had to pass. They only graded 4 of them because that was what I needed to pass because I had extra credits. They eventually graded them all, but I had to go in, take 4 exams so I could go to my graduation the next day because I wanted to go to the field. So, like, now I've never been in a physical altercation. I've never been in a fist fight. But I'm what you call, I've got old lady syndrome now. I've been in the military, I've been an Army wife, so I couldn't get my husband in any trouble. So I've always toed the line. I had security clearance when I was in the Army. I had a security clearance when I worked at the federal police station. I worked at a police station. So I always so I've never been arrested. I haven't had a speeding ticket since 1990. So now if somebody messes with me, they've got 55 years of built up anger about when people have taken advantage of me and I had to let them because I didn't want to get in trouble. Now I don't care. I don't have a job. I don't have any little kids at home. My husband can take care of himself. I carry 3 days of my meds in my backpack in case, and now I bring a jacket because of what Nance said of being so cold. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to lose. Look at these eyes. I got nothing to lose. Don't mess with me. That's what that was. But yeah, I was scared. I didn't need to bring it. You know, I thought about bringing that because I still have a whole roll of caution tape. I thought about bringing it and just putting it all the way around me while I'm here. I don't know if it's legal though. I'd have to. There's the detective that came out the day they called the cops on me, or on this location with me. I have his card, and I've been thinking about contacting him and having a sit down one day and just talking to him and finding out the real deal on things, questions that I have. So I think he might be straight with me because, you know, cops lie. Cops lie to get rid of you. Cops lie. They'll tell you you can't use a bullhorn when you can. You know, that kind of stuff. Huh? Yeah. Oh, nice. That looks like a good one too. You too. Doesn't he go into the org? Or does he just on the street all the time? He bought a vacuum. He's rolling it up there. Yeah, PETA, I've just been putting it off. You know how Aaron says that he's this horrible procrastinator? Yeah, I'm that time sent. Matter of fact, the shirt I had on before I came here said I got a lot of procrastinating done today. Oh my fan's still going. I'm 2.5 hours in. Yeah, because I want to know. It's you can look up things all day long, but it's hard. It's hard to really get certain things because you have city ordinances, you have county ordinances, you have state ordinances, you have sheriff, you have the police. Then we had DPS show up one day when everybody was here. I'm like, what the hell's DPS showing up for? So everybody wants to say something different because they don't know. And he's Austin PD, so I think I could get the best ideas from him. All right, guys, I'm getting dizzy again because I'm talking too much. But I have fun with you guys. Oh, I got off track again. Earlier I was saying that, Mona said a lot of people with disabilities watch this stuff because we have the time. And I was thinking about that too. And also, I said this last night. We watched Aaron. I think it was, I can't remember which one it was. But when I was done, I looked at Tom and I said, this is why I'm a part of this. I said, because it's a good community. I like everybody that's in it. I may not agree with everything everybody says. You never know. But that's another thing. And so I was going to say earlier, because somebody said chat fam. And I was like, I didn't think of that term. I just said, hey, my chat friends. I feel like that's why I would love to do a call-in show. I'm trying to figure out with StreamYard how to work it so that you can just call on your phone or through Zoom, or I can send you the link. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. But I would love to just have a chat, Q&A, call-in. I would love to meet you people. That's not the nice way to say it. I would like to meet you all that are in chat and maybe actually talk. You don't have to be on camera. I did work what they call Google Voice, where you can have a phone number on Google, and I have that extra phone. I can have it on this phone too, but I didn't want to do it. So I can actually give out that phone number and then get a different phone number later if I don't want to. I was going to just keep it as my channel number. So just to chat. I just think that would be fun. So I'm looking at trying to do that here in the near future. So I'm going to go, y'all. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next few days again. Things actually went pretty well today. I think I'm definitely going to bring a chair because I don't mind leaning on the bench. If I had a chair, I could be right up front. Oh, the other thing is, I want to get a big umbrella, and if I can't find an actual reflective umbrella, I'm going to glue that reflectance to it so I can stand over there when it's sunny and we can see people going in and out, because I'm missing that trying to stay in the shade. So, all right, y'all have a good rest of your day, and I'll probably see you in chat later when I get home. Bye.